Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 22 World Cup, episode 4 today for the Italian Grand Prix. If you missed the previous round of the French Grand Prix, I recommend you go and check that one out, because Max Verstappen, well, that's all I'm going to say, Max Verstappen. But anyway, obviously Italy. Their driver lineup is one of the poorest on the grid. Giovinazzi, of course, has left F1 in real life to go to Formula E. Nannini isn't even in Formula 2 anymore. I think he's doing supercars for next year. Don't quote me on that though. But you know, they got Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who's in Formula 4. He's sort of the next person that could make it to F1, but he's a few years away. So for now, the Italians have to go without one of their own F1 driver, which is just such a shame for the nation that brought us the first F1 world champion. But anyway, qualifying, and it's an all-English front row. Gasly gets up ahead of Verstappen into P3, Verstappen P4, Piastri P5, and Alonso is best qualifying, I think, so far in P6. Ocon 7th, Ricciardo 8th, De Vries not qualifying 5th anymore, down in 9th. And Pato O'Ward, great job for him, the Mexican, to get up into P10 and out-qualify Perez, who's only for P14. Sainz is 11th. Raikkonen has had a very big dip in form, and he's only 12th. Vettel only 13th. Schumacher 15th, sandwiching Perez. Bottas is disappointed again with 16th. The Italians have gone backwards at the home race. Nannini outqualifies Giovinazzi as well, and Stroll outqualifies Latifi for the last spots on the grid. So, but yes, Monza's a good track for me. That's probably why I have taken pole as Lando Norris. You know, it's actually a very good track for me, and the track that I've been to in real life if you ever go there though, it is quite a hike. But anyway, the more interesting thing is that we have some rain at the end of the race. Now, the big question is, will that rain come in time? Will it get heavy enough? Will the AI make that move to the intermediate tyres? That's been a question, because they do get a bit stubborn at the end sometimes and just decide to wing it and go for 5 laps at the end on dry tyres on a wet track. So all that is to come. Vibrant lights for the Italian Grand Prix, and away we go. And once again on this game, it's another poor start. As well, Hamilton straight up into the lead. Gasly's going to try go on the outside. I will have the inside, I'll just cut across and make sure that we get the apex at turn 2 and retain P2. So we're watching a replay here of Pato O'Ward, and he is in a great start. Qualified P10, now is P6. Went right round the outside. I think that's Ocon and Alonso there, and is up to P6. So the Mexican is having a great time in this Italian Grand Prix. Gasly having a look there on the outside, nothing doing. We do retain them again up to Lesbos. The AI get OP traction, so it's just about placing your car and hoping defending as well. As that is Verstappen going past Gasly for P3. So as you know, that's important for Verstappen, and they're trying to get. We're having a look at Lewis Hamilton. He goes defensive to the right. We switch it to the left. This is going to be who can be the best on the brakes. We give him room on the inside there. Get to the apex of turn 2, and thank you very much. Up into the back, up into the lead as well. Hamilton, though, of course, the AI has so much OP traction out the Curve Grande at the end through the first sector. Hamilton is going to have a look there, but can't do anything, and we retain there. Hit the curb there, that's going to ruin our traction. There comes Hamilton with his OP traction round the outside of Lesbos 1 to defend Vanau as well, and that is Ocon making a move on De Vries. So De Vries is going backwards in this race again, but you know, he always he so far has come alive in the second half. Ricciardo now having a go at De Vries as well around the outside. The second Lesbos can excuse me, can Ricciardo and De Vries hold on? No, De Vries stays in front for now, I'm sure. And the actual fact, it's it's Verstappen and Gasly, and Verstappen's passed Gasly again. Because Gasly and those two lot are all scrapping, and that's the problem that I have. Here's Hamilton, there's banging tyres, but just look how much time we've lost. The cars behind, but Lewis did not want to give me any room whatsoever. Little bit annoyed. We'll be having words with him after the race about that. That was not particularly a fair move. A bit of team orders would be nice, but they don't have team orders in this game, so we can't have that. So for now we retain the lead, but everyone else has managed to catch up, and we're just going to let him pass here again. Now that the AI have OP traction down from Ascari down to Parabolica, but that's going to give us DRS, so we're just going to power past here and just watch Lewis be a sitting duck to everybody else with DRS, not even using ERS, because of course it's the base default ERS, no upgrade applied there. And Gasly, as I say, he's the one that's passed Verstappen at this point. He is going to go past Hamilton as well. So Gasly, who's having a good tournament, hasn't been supported by his teammate, but is making the move. As Piastri is now having a go at Max Verstappen right round the outside at Parabolica. If you can pull this off, this would be a fantastic move, and it is. So he's got the traction, but he'll unfortunately fall behind. Gasly now having a go at Curve Grande as well, getting that OP traction. That they have. We're going to defend though this time, and harm the brakes, overcooked it, just about hang on. For now, Gasly hasn't got the traction he wants as well. And there is Max Verstappen, who's passed, he's going past now, Oscar Piastri. So Piastri is back down to 5th place. Ward has been passed by Alonso for 7th. And Gasly, well, he tried to do that as Ascari and then got overtaken by Hamilton. So we're back with an English 1-2, but as I've said, look at this. They're all squabbling. They're just losing each other time and time again. As Hamilton and Verstappen continue to bicker, as do Gasly. Gasly's down to 4th and he's down to 5th now as he's been passed by Alonso. So this gives me an idea. Perhaps we should pit early, undercut and gamble for the rain as well. We've got us another set of medium tyres, and then we can bridge the gap, and then this lot will just be squabbling like this. They're going 3 wide here between Piastri, Alonso and Gasly. They shouldn't really, they're losing so much time. We jump to lap 10. We've got a little bit of a gap to Verstappen, but not a lot. The rear left is now almost 48%. The original strategy was like lap 13, but I've decided I've had enough of this fighting, this squabbling. We need to get in clean air, and then we can put the laps in and undercut everybody. It's another set of mediums, which means we are going to have to gamble on the rain coming, and it coming hard enough for intermediates at the end of the race. Bear in mind there was a heavy rain icon at the end there, so it's just about that transition, when that transition period occurs, if it's too late for the AI. But for us, first of all, we need to get past the 2 Canadians of Latifi and also Stroll. But we're going to get Latifi straight away down the run to Parabolica, and that's an easy move. Now can we try and have a look at Stroll? Round the outside of Parabolica, now he parks the bus. Can we get the better exit? Yes, we can. And that's going to give up another position, up to P18 now. There's a whole load of people in the pit. I think that blue dot is Verstappen, so the undercut's actually working very well. And Hamilton has got De Vries. De Vries, you recall, there goes Verstappen, but De Vries, he's jumped all the way up to 4th place. So, with all the bickering, that's why I wanted to pit. Another reason for pitting early is, there's a lot of people that have lost positions. Perez has gained position. He's now in front of his teammate, Ward. and the two Spaniards have gone backwards as well. So that's the problem the fighting has, and all this fighting between the cars is hampering their progress and has allowed people who've stopped earlier, been in clean air or just been in clean air, not fighting, to be able to gain positions. As well as Hamilton and Verstappen behind us on their hard tyres are just going to continue to battle. De Vries in the background, and then it's Gasly versus Piastri, and Ricciardo and Ocon closing in as well, along with Perez as well. But there, Hamilton has been overtaken by De Vries, so that is bad news for England, because the Netherlands now are in a position where they can outscore us potentially. As well, but Verstappen locks up, takes the inside curb. De Vries is through. So De Vries, no team orders at the Netherlands. De Vries is the one who takes second place away from Max Verstappen. So we're going to jump back to our POV. It's time to come in for our second pit stop. DRS, if you just briefly saw, has just been disabled by the FIA. So that is the international sign we should be all be coming in. The AI though looks like they're continuing on. Will they go to the end on their hard tyres? That might be an issue, especially the fact, look at the gaggle of cars we're going to come out behind. That's the worry that we've had in this strategy as well. We're going to come out in P16, but we're easily going to make that P15 with a dive on Valtteri Bottas. Now we're on the better tyres than everyone else. Now it's just an overtaking compilation. It's trying to get past this lot as we go past Schumacher there, I think, in the Germany car. Next up will be Raikkonen. We all know Kimi. We've battled Kimi before in Spain, and didn't, he was a bit of a roadblock at Spain, and he's not quite going to be a roadblock here as we're going to dive down the second Lesbos up to P13 now. As Latifi has decided he doesn't like these conditions, and so Latifi's engine has decided to give up and is out of the race with an engine failure. As well, as we're now catching up to the two Spaniards, Sainz, I think that's the first one, goes defensive right round the outside of Alonso. Can we get Ricciardo as well? He parks the bus, we're just going to switch it, nicely move, and then I think that's Ward comes in as well. There's a lot of people in the pits now, so that's good news that the AI have chosen to pit. It makes our chance easy, and we have retaken the lead. Verstappen has lost out, and he's going to lose out to Perez. So myself leads from De Vries and Hamilton, but Perez now is P4. I don't think though he will stay there. Verstappen probably got a little bit too much pace for his real life teammate. As we come through then, the final corner, this strategy was executed beautifully by myself, and no help whatsoever from Mark at all. 7.5 seconds in front of De Vries. Hamilton P3, still yet to get that elusive 1-2 for the team, but it's a good day for the Netherlands. It's a good day for Mexico as well. Perez up 9 places from 14th to get 5th. As well, Piastri struggled behind him in 6th. Gasly had even a horrendous second pit stop, and he dropped to 8th. Ricciardo 9th. Ward finally getting his first point of the season to help Mexico. And for Kimi, Finland haven't scored since the opening race in Australia. They finished like 11th, like 2 or 3 times in a row now. So Finland obviously need to get their act back together if they want any chance of getting that 4th place for qualifying for the next tournament as well. And then business as usual, although Giovinazzi in front of Bottas and Schumacher is trying to give some hope to the locals who have seen their team score no points so far. So the total sees England, our total is 146 points. France can double their total and they still wouldn't be able to catch it. So, unless we have a crash or a double DNF, that's what it's going to take. And France or the Netherlands, but bear in mind the Netherlands are only 2 points back from France, need to get both of their cars, like have a 1-2 basically. And that in 2 races where we don't score. I think, if my maths is correct. Australia starting to lag behind. I think they're just settling 4th place now, with Mexico, Spain and Germany trying to catch them up. But Spain and Germany didn't score today. Mexico jumped to 5th place as a result of that. So yes, if you have enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, see plenty more F1 22 World Cup videos as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.